When I was in the 4th grade, I flipped through my assigned history book and spotted a photograph of Chichen Itza, the ruins of the famed temple credited to the Maya civilization. I immediately imagined myself slashing through a dense jungle with a machete, and finally reaching a lost clearing in the jungle, where the towering footsteps of the temple emerge like the giant of a desolate and lost people. When we finally learned about the Maya and the Aztecs, I lost all interest in Chichen Itza. I had learned too much. The desolation, the lonely intrigue of stumbling across forbidden ruins had vanished. Perhaps this solitary yearning for lost ruins is what makes the art of Fumito Ueda's games so magical. There's no history to learn about even if you wanted to, and yet there's somehow a history to imagine. A civilization that once was. But don't go looking for it, because you won't find anything. And that's okay. The worlds Ueda creates with the help of his team at Gen Design are places I enjoy being in so much that I often miss being there. When I'm on the train or sitting at work, I often miss these worlds the same way I might miss a real place that I've traveled to. The lush landscapes, the stoned archways, the narrow bridges to places I cannot guess even after exploring the area for the 3rd or 4th time. They resonate with me. I often fight and interact with creatures that oddly prompt me to form emotional bonds with them. Sometimes I fight them so that I can rescue someone I know nothing about, and yet I still feel a human connection with them too. The English poet John Keats once wrote an amazing poem called Ode on a Grecian Urn, where he looks at a scene from an ancient Greek pot, and despite only seeing an image frozen in time, he creates the world beyond in his head. Gazing at his urn, he asks, "What little town by river or seashore or mountain built with peaceful citadel is emptied of its folk this pious morn?" The urn does not feature any of these details, but its beauty in isolation prompts this reverie in Keats's imagination. And that might be what makes these games masterpieces. You don't need to talk to an NPC villager about the region's lore. You don't need to learn magic from some wizard or alien teacher. You traverse the landscapes at your own will and conjure up whatever backstory you wish for its own world building. You somehow take part in the creative process, even if the game developers never hear your contribution. If that is not what a masterpiece does, then you can count me out of whatever does. Thank you.